Yes, everybody. We are back in the building. And this is coming straight after the news of Here We Go from Fabrizio Romano. Now Paul Joyce has confirmed it. All the journalists, all the most reliable journalists have confirmed it, guys. He's on his way to Liverpool right now. Federico Chiesa will be a Liverpool player. We heard about literally the first rumors came 2 days ago on Monday. And this is what I freaking love about us in the transfer windows. When we have our targets, we freaking go for it and we get it done real quick. It's a done deal, guys. It's around done deal for around £10.9 million, 13 million euros, and he's signing a 4-year deal. That's an absolute bargain at that price. And, I've seen a lot of questions from you guys about, he's too injury prone. What position does he play? All these different things we're going to have a look at in this live, guys, as we talk about this massive freaking signing. We could say, there we led, whatever expression you guys want the most. All I freaking know, guys, is this is a massive signing for Liverpool. And I know maybe it's not the position we need the most. We've talked about how we needed a defensive mid, a center back. But trust me, when we talk about being opportunistic in the market, this is the type of transfer I'm talking about. Getting Federico Chiesa for £10.9 million. And some of you have been asking too, why is he so cheap? Why is Juve willing to let him go for so cheap? Because he has 1 year left on his deal. They didn't want him to go on a free. They didn't want to let him go on the free. But we freaking got him, you guys. We freaking got him. And I'm so hyped. You see his market value is 35 million right now. It should be more. But it's because he has 1 year left on his contract, guys. I want those W's in the chat right now, guys. Come on, smash that thumbs up right now. Come on, guys. And we will talk about what position he plays and everything else too. We will talk about all of that, guys. But I want to know how you rate this signing out of 10. I want those W's in the chat, but I also want to know how you guys rate this signing out of 10. And I'll tell you why the more I looked into this player, the more hyped I am, the more I'm excited. And the main reason for that is because the more you look into it, the more I see that this is a type of signing that maybe, yes, we didn't need, but he's worth so much more than what we're paying for him, guys. And he's an X factor. He's that player that's going to make a massive difference in certain games. And, we'll talk about whether he's a starter, whether this and that. You guys can send in your questions, but we're going to clear all of that today. We're going to look at his injury record. We're going to look at his stats, the goals he scored, the amount of games he played last season. But first off, smash that thumbs up, guys. Let's break records on this stream. And, man, the heart rate right now is at an all-time high. The heart rate is at an all-time high, baby. Come on. Oh my lord, this is so freaking massive. Come on. Tomislav says, there we land. So, guys, I'm going to go question after question. Is this 100% confirmed, George? Yes. The here we go is from Fabrizio. Trust me. When he says here we go, it means the deal is completely done. He wouldn't risk all of his reputation. And for example, with Zubamendi, he didn't say that just yet. LFC Kid, nice to see you in the building. Guys, yes, what I was saying about him, first off, will he start? I don't think he'll start right away. Definitely not. I mean, he's not accustomed to the slot way of playing yet. He didn't have a preseason, all this stuff. But this is, again, when I talk about opportunistic signing, why is he an opportunistic signing? Because he, first of all, like I said, he's worth so much more than that, but he is an X factor player. He's that player in the big games that will step up for you and get you that assist, get you that goal. And players like that are so rare to come by, especially at an affordable price. A few years ago, he was worth 100 million. And I understand he's gone an ACL. I understand he's gone lots of injuries since then. I understand he hasn't been as consistent. But a top player is still there, you guys. A top player is still there. And he's going to, he's extremely versatile as well. Look, when you look at the main positions here that he can play, his main position is right wing and left wing. He can play between the two wings, okay? And that means that depending on what we need in certain games, he can come on and be that difference maker for us. And I don't think he will start. But that's almost better because, we're going to make sure that we're really careful with him being in full fitness. And then, like I said, we play a lot of games in a season. And no, he's 26. He's turning 27 in October. He's 26 right now, guys. And which is not old when you think about it. Not old at all. And it's a 4-year deal. So by the end of his 4 years, he'll be around 31. And so when you consider that, it's really not old at all. What number do I think he'll get? Probably 14. I know he wears number 7 for Juve right now, but in the past he's worn number 14 if I'm not mistaken, and it would not surprise me if he got the number 14. So what do you guys think? What number would you guys give him? What do you think? He is that X Factor player. He really is that X Factor player. Okay, guys, I want us to have a look at some of this here. I want us to have a look at the stats. So let's go all seasons. And this is something that I think people have been mistaken as well. So look, he's 26, like I said. He turns 27 on the 25th of October. He's from Genoa. And this is what I'm talking about. You guys, people say, he's so injury prone and all this. And we will look at his injuries. Yes, he's picked up a fair few injuries. And he did have that ACL, which obviously is the biggest injury he's ever picked up. But look, he played 33 league games in the Serie A last season, right? 33, which is a big improvement from the season before where he played 21. And so last season, he got a lot of game time. He got 12 goals and assists in the Serie A, and which is a total of over 2,200 minutes, right? And yeah, like I said, I think number 14. I think number 14. So as you can see, playing 33 league games is not little at all. And I want to show you guys too where he plays in his position. Hold on. Steven had sent me this. Steven had sent me this. Oh yeah, I think you should be able to see it here, guys. No, hold on. Because, guys, I want to show you where he played position by position, because this is something a lot of people have not gotten right either. Look at this, you guys. So you see here, the position up here. I'm going to move this here. Look at the top right here, just above me. Look at the top right. The primary positions he's played in his career. This is what most people picture him as, a left winger, right? And I can understand, because if I think of Chiesa, it's true. When I look back, a lot of his goals have come from him kind of turning in from the left-hand side and shooting with his right foot, because he's obviously right-footed. And as you can see, though, he's played 93 games at right wing, scoring 33 goals, getting 14 assists. And then he's played 37 as a right midfielder. So if you add those two up, that's nearly 140 games played on the right-hand side, which is way more than any position he's played. And this is what I mean when, I think a lot of us, and I, including myself, when we were first linked with him, I was like, isn't he a left winger? Like, that's what you imagine, that he's a left winger. But guess what? Most of his games by far have come on the right-hand side. And that's why I think the reason we freaking signed him, you guys, is initially to be a backup to Salah and as someone that can help Salah rest and keep him on his toes, because we never had someone on that right-hand side. I know Harvey Elliott played there at times, but for me, Harvey Elliott is a midfielder. He plays much better in the midfield, and I never liked him on the right wing. I think he's much better in that right center midfield spot. Aaron's in the building, yes! You must be hyped as someone who's living in Milano. We signed an Italian. Bello fratello, Chiesa. But yeah, like I said, I think he's going to be primarily playing on the right-hand side. And the reason I say that is because we know how much depth we have on the left. We obviously have, Luis Diaz, who's been starting, Lucho, and then we have Cody Gakpo, whose best position is on the left. Down the middle, we have Jota, who's been starting, and then we have Darwin in behind. And then, like I said, that right-hand side is where we don't have a natural backup to Salah. And that's why I think we decided to pull the trigger and go for this bargain deal. Because even though, again, is an attacker the position we need the most? Definitely not. Let's not be deluded here. That is not what we need the most. But like I said, we did not have a natural replacement on that right-hand side in the attack. And that's what he'll be for Salah. That's why he'll be in games where we can take him off and give him that rest. In games where, we need someone on that side of the pitch, he's going to be that player. And I think that's why it's a fantastic signing for the price, because let's say in 2 years time, he is consistently fit and putting up numbers for us, he'll be worth easily triple, 4 times this amount, So we also know that maybe if in the future we want to sell him, or, we want to put certain assets into another player, then I think it's just a brilliant bargain signing. It really is when you consider the price. And also we have to see, obviously, how long Salah is going to be staying. I mean, my dream is that he extends that contract, but let's not be deluded in that aspect too. I think if you look at the Trent, Virgil, and Salah, who all have 1 year left on their deals, I think, who's most likely to leave, in my opinion, it is Salah. So it also probably means that, the club maybe wanted a player who can play on the right-hand side, who can be mentored by Salah for 1 season. Because imagine, they both played at Fiorentina. They both had stints in Italy for a big part of their careers. Obviously, we know Salah was at Fiorentina and Roma, and same with, well, he didn't go to Roma, but Chiesa, was at Fiorentina, and then he went to Juve, where we're signing him from. But they kind of have similar paths, and I'm not saying they're similar players by any means. I mean, Salah is a left-footed right winger, and he's right-footed, which is already a major difference in the way that they cut inside and all of that. But man, I think it's a brilliant signing, guys, and he's one. In the past, I've really wanted a Liverpool, but obviously he wasn't obtainable for that price. And like I said, many of you have asked why, and you're worried, why is the price tag so low? It's so low because he has 1 year left on his deal. Think about it. It's just like for us, if we got, a bid for Virgil or something, and we weren't confident about him signing, we would probably be forced to sell in some ways, But I think we're still hopeful of extending the 3 contracts, like I said, of those players that we want to stay. Look, FTBL says, as a Juve fan, Chiesa is class. And this is also another thing that I think is really misunderstood. I think it's really misunderstood that Juve fans certainly don't rate him or anything like that. I saw certain comments on videos that I made, guys, of Juve fans, well, supposed Juve fans, saying, oh, he's finished, he's not going to be a good signing, all of this. Then this morning I was looking at different highlights of Chiesa, and a recent one was from Juve, right? It was like from 2 months ago, which was all of his best goals from last season and assists. And all the comments are Juve fans saying, please, let's keep him. We need him to get a chance under Thiago Motta, all this stuff. And that's another one where I think it's a misconception to think that Chiesa is not wanted by Juve fans, or they don't rate him or whatever. No, that's just not true. What's true is he has had his issues with injuries, and we can have a look at that right now. Let's go to injury history right here. Injury history. But again, I think that's also been, in my opinion, people are overreacting over that as well. Let me show you. So look. Have a look at this. From last season, right? Let me move it like this. Yeah, so guys, from last season, right, look at 23-24. In total, if you add, it's mostly muscular problems, right? If you add those numbers up, how many games did he miss in total? 6, 7, 8, 9, 11. He missed 11 games last season. And people are making it out like he's a player who's never freaking fit. To miss 11 games in a season, I know it's not Salah level of fitness. I understand that. But think about the fact that we'll be able to ease him into the team, and we'll be able to be a lot more careful with him, because we're not going to be dependent on him. Like we said, he's going to come in and he's going to have to fight for a place in that attack. And the way we'll be able to be really careful with the way that we would integrate him can really help him with that injury record as well, And like I said, 11 games missed. Let's be honest, someone like Diogo Jota missed more games. And are we still really happy to have Diogo Jota in our squad? Yes, we are. We're really freaking happy because he's a baller, And obviously, it's not ideal, and this will need to improve. And like I said, I'm sure we're going to do everything we can to help him with his, injury problems from the past. But if you have a look at it, apart from the ACL injury that he picked up, let me check out what moment he picked that up. Apart from that, where he missed 45 games, it was in the 2021-2022 season. On January 10th when he picked it up, he missed 269 days, right? That's a lot. But since then, 2 seasons ago, he hasn't been out for that long, So that's a real misconception I think people have been throwing out there constantly as well. Damn, apparently Fabrizio put out a quote right now. Let me have a look. You guys are saying Chiesa already has a quote about Liverpool. Let's have a look. Yeah, look. So Lewis Bauer says that he's played more minutes. This is what I mean. To me, it really is a misconception. It really feels like a misconception in my eyes. What people are saying about Chiesa being so freaking injury prone. And like I said, obviously it's going to be something that we're going to want improvement on. But have a look at this, you guys. He's missed more. He played more minutes than all of these players. Look at that, guys. Federico played more league minutes, 2,206 last season, than Szoboszlai, Darwin, Gomez, Endo, Robbo, Gakpo, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ibu Konate, Harvey, Jones, Jota, Gravenberch, Kostas. Again, I'm not saying that these players that we're mentioning here have the ideal injury record. By no means. But I'm just saying people are overreacting, in my opinion, about that. Deliora is in the building. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on this one. Deliora, what do you think? You think Pogba all over again? What do you mean by Pogba all over again? You think in terms of injuries? Okay, let me have a look. I want to see what the quote is. Some of you guys mentioned the quote part. And it's expected, by the way, now that Ben Doak is going to leave on loan. And that makes total sense. That's Paul Joyce that said that. And it makes, like I said, total freaking sense. Because of the fact that now we have Chiesa who's going to be on that right-hand side. Let me have a look. I'm very happy. I can't wait to become new. Love that. Love that. I'll pull it up for you guys. Hold on just a second. That's the quote, by the way, you guys. That's the quote from Chiesa. You guys see that? He said, I'm very happy. I can't wait to become a new Liverpool. We're so happy, really. Oh, man. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, you guys. He said, I'm very happy. I can't wait to become a new Liverpool player. Me and my family, we're so happy, really. Let me say thanks to Juve and all the fans. They've been class. Always special with me. Now it's time for Liverpool. I'm so happy. I can't wait. Come on, bro. Let's freaking go. I gotta prep. Let's freaking go, yo. Let's freaking go. I'm so hyped right now. Let's freaking go. Yep, the medical is going to be today. He's traveling. Guys, let me know, by the way. Does that mean it's going to be possible to... Joseph, thank you very much for the super chat, who says great business towards the end of the window. And Joseph, from what I'm seeing all over the place, it seems like this isn't going to be the end of our business either. So, woo! Guys, it looks like this is the start. It looks like we're acting late in this window, but if it's to sign players of the quality of Chiesa, I'm not against it. And if I were to predict, I think if we're signing a player next, I personally would think that it's going to be a center back. That's my personal prediction, that it's going to be a center back. But what do you guys think? What would you say is more pressing next if you had to pick what position or what player we sign next? Deliora, I agree. It's not the type of signing we usually make because this guy is already a star in terms of everybody within football knows him. He's not like, a low-key signing like we usually like to make. But from the times that I've watched him, I disagree, Deliora. I think he is a Liverpool player in terms of you watch him, and he's that guy that just runs non-stop all the time, pressing, coming back to defend, very direct. I think if you think about the type of mentality and the type of players that we like, I actually think he fits that mold. Even though I agree, like I said, I do agree that he's not the type of players that not the type of player that we sign. But at the same time, you can't doubt his quality. You know what I mean? So I think it can be a super signing. Like I said, if we manage to keep him fit, I know that's a big if, but if we manage to keep him fit. Bro. And imagine the buzz it gives it. You know, sometimes also making big signings is important also for the morale of a squad. You know what I mean? This just is going to keep... I know we already have a lot of attackers. No doubt about it. We definitely have the best attack now in the world when you consider the depth in the attack. But but it definitely will keep, like I said, I think he's going to be the natural backup for Salah, which we didn't have before, you know, which again, competition for places is never a bad thing. And I'm sure he would have known that if he's coming in, he's not guaranteed starter by any means, you know what I mean? And as it should be a Liverpool Football Club, you have to earn that right. And Salah, with the consistency he's shown every season, of course he earns the right to be a starter for Liverpool. Of course he earns that right. You guys are asking about the Darwin rumors, guys. Stop. Darwin Núñez is not going to Arsenal. That's the worst rumor I've ever seen. Bro, that's the worst rumor I've seen. It is such a fake rumor. Like, it's nothing reliable. Et oui, je parle français. Bien sûr que je parle français. Bro, I'm so hyped right now. Guys, I want to know in the building, how do you rate this signing out of 10? How would you rate this signing out of 10? Liverpool will sign Chiesa for almost the same price that the club received from the sell-on clause added to Solanke. Bro, that's insane. Think about that, guys. Think about how crazy that is, guys. The business that we're doing. I understand he might be on higher end wages, but remember, we lost Joel Matip and we also lost Thiago, who were both on really, really high wages. And that freed up a lot of in our wage bill. It freed up quite a bit of money. I'm trying to find a picture of him right now where he's really freaking smiling. Let's freaking go. Where's our boy Chiesa? How can I track his plane? Yeah, it looks like everybody's just trying to track his plane now. Guys, it'll happen today. Like, all the most reliable sources have said that he's traveling to Liverpool. So that's happening. Like, there's no need to worry about that. And I don't think we need to track his plane. That is just too much. Although it seems like a lot of... Yep, the Here We Go is here from Fabrizio. If you have a look, the Here We Go is here. It is indeed here. And I don't understand Liverpool fans complaining about this signing when all the time it's, Liverpool don't make signings. Liverpool don't make signings. And then we make one and everybody's like, he's too injury prone. He's a star player. His injury, like all this stuff. And I'm like, guys, trust me, we would not be going for a player like this if we had our doubts. And if we didn't have major doubts. And when you look at the people we have behind the scenes and Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes now, I would freaking back them. That's all. Because they know there's a top player there. And I know, like I said, what's going to be difficult is keeping him fit. But we also have the luxury of not being dependent on him when we sign him. He's going to know that he's signed to initially be a squad player that can earn a starting spot, you know, because he is obviously one of the big stars of Italy. There we are. I just needed to do this. I will add that here. Me too, LFC 10. Me too. Let's freaking go, guys. Everybody, yo, Manus, nice to see you. Go 12 as well. Who says I'm in Chiesa's plane right now? And he said he really likes it. Oh my god. Well, I have a feeling this is gonna move so quick that today could be the announcement, literally. And then imagine he could potentially be on the bench. Imagine if he's actually on the bench. This weekend. Who knows? It would be possible. He could definitely get registered in time. That there's no doubt about. Me too, the Vicar. You talk about X Factor signings. Was good. Well, we'll see. All of the praise that Gravenberch has been getting, we'll see, because Old Trafford, I think, is definitely going to be our biggest test by far this weekend. That's a massive game that we have this weekend. He's not going to replace Salah, but he's going to learn from Salah, and he's going to be a squad player initially, because that front three, I think the way we see they play and the way they fit slot system, man, it's absolutely perfect. The way our front three has been starting so far in the first two games. So, yeah, like I said, he's played more games on the right-hand side. That's something a lot of people have misunderstood about Chiesa. And then Barella, you're saying Barella would be a better fit, but attacking players like that, we don't really need it. And remember, Barella would cost something like 80 million in this market. They're not in a position to sell. The reason why Chiesa has been available at such a bargain price, like I said, is because he has 1 year left on his deal, and Juve have been panicked to sell at the end of the window, because if they don't now, he would go on a free in January. Clubs would be able to just talk to him on a free. So they were so desperate to let him go. He wasn't even part of the squad, and therefore we could get him for so cheap. But to spend that much money on Barella, Deliora would not be smart, because we need a defensive mid much more than that position, than an attacking midfielder, because we have Soboslai, we have Harvey, we have a number of players who can play in that role. And like I said, I think the reason why we did end up going for him is like Richard Hughes was saying in the press conference, we're going to be opportunistic in the window, which means when we see an opportunity that jumps out at us, that clearly is not regular market prices, we go for it. And Chiesa is one of those players that the club has been looking at for many, many years, but now was the right moment to go for it, instead of, he was 100 million a few years back. Marnus, Salah has 1 year left on his contract. So from January on, he'll be able to talk to teams to leave on a free. He's from Italia. Oh, yes, Garvin already has Chiesa in his profile picture. Let's freaking go. Let's freaking go, baby. I think all of us are too excited right now. Yeah, 33 games, 9 goals, and 3 assists. And you see that quote, this is what I mean. We want players who are going to be eager to play for Liverpool Football Club. And Chiesa, apparently from the moment that we started being interested in him, he was all in and he wanted to join this football club. He wanted to join Liverpool. From the moment we started to show interest, you guys. That's the kind of mentality we want. And even though you could like it's clear to see that Zubi is more of the type of position that we needed. If he doesn't want to join, we don't want a player like that. That's not the mentality that we want at Liverpool Football Club. And you best believe that we're doing our work nonstop behind the scenes to try to find a number 6 or try to find a center back. But we're not going to go for someone that we don't think is going to be that player, So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And yeah, he has played in as a deeper lying striker apparently as well, Chiesa. So maybe we could see him play behind the striker as well in that kind of system under Slot. We'll see. We'll see. But either way, he's definitely versatile in the attack. When you look at the positions he's played in his career, he's played all over the place. LFC FIFA for Life, thank you very much for the super chat. Is Mamadashvili staying in Valencia? Yeah, so guys, Liverpool officially announced Mamadashvili yesterday, if you looked, and he will indeed stay 1 year on loan, 1 season at Valencia, and then he'll come back from next July on. He'll be at Liverpool. And my personal prediction is we'll sell Kelleher next summer. That means we'll promise Kelleher, listen, you can leave next summer. And that's another opportunistic signing. It's another one of those where, yes, I agree, we didn't need a goalkeeper, but they saw someone who was the best young talent for the future out there, who was available for 30 million euros, 30 to 35 million euros, and that's potentially what we could sell Kelleher for. So it's just being very, very smart in the market, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it, as Trent says. Yes, I will be buying the third kit, bro. I like it a lot. He can play on the right wing. Yeah, bro, he's played most of his games on the right-hand side. Most of his games. And now we don't need Eze, bro. We don't need Eze. 2 signings within 24 hours, basically, bro. Not just in 1 week, but it could keep going. What number? Do you think 14? That's crazy. That Liverpool will sign Chiesa for almost the same price that the club received from the sell-on clause added to Solanke when he made the Spurs move, which was around 7 to 8 million pounds from the 20% sell-on clause we had in that deal when he went from Bournemouth to Tottenham this summer. And now we signed Chiesa for 10.9 million pounds. Bro, that is crazy when you think about it. The private jet. People are tracking the private jet right now. That's going from Turin to Liverpool, and that's a reliable source. Oh my god. So yeah, everything's gonna happen today, guys. Because everything's been agreed, he'll pass his medical today, and who knows, the announcement could be tonight. It could be tonight, the announcement already. And Dave O'Cobb says Stefan Bajcetic as well, guys, is having his RB Salzburg medical in Austria today ahead of his loan move. The deal was sealed after Salzburg qualified for the Champions League last night, and that's Pep Linders' RB Salzburg, and it seems like it was dependent on them making the Champions League. So now, obviously, they've made the Champions League, and he's going to be going there for the season. And I bet, guys, if he's there, it's to be a starter under Pep Linders. So even though I was one of the Liverpool fans that wanted him to stay at Liverpool because I wanted to see him in action this season, at the same time, if he can be a starter week in, week out, get Champions League experience, and play under Pep Linders, man, that would be a fantastic loan for him, But like I said, then I definitely think we need to sign defensive mid because, yeah, he's going to have his medical today and he's going to be leaving. And it looks like Tyler Morton is going to be leaving too. So we're going to be really short of options in that 6 kind of role. Can he play versus United? Yeah, I think so. I think he'll be able to play. I think he'll be on the bench because when you think about it, it means that he would have gotten enough time between then and now to be registered and everything. I think it wouldn't have been possible if he signed on like Friday. But remember, guys, we're Wednesday today. And yeah. Man, if we add a center back now or a defensive mid, I'm going to be so hyped, you guys. Chiesa for that price is a joke, says Josh Williams. Liverpool paid more for Diouf in 2002 and more for Heskey in 2000. Genuinely hilarious. Everyone's saying Mickey Edwards is back, baby. Yeah, oh my god, I feel so bad. Zach says, Leo, imagine Diaz or Salah destroying a fullback for 60 minutes straight, and then Chiesa comes off the bench for one of them. Oh my lord. That would be horrendous. Imagine that. Why did Zubimendi reject Liverpool? Bro, he's rejected a lot of big clubs. The main reason is because he just seems to want to stay at his boyhood club and stay loyal to Real Sociedad. Nothing against the club. That's what it really seems like. Nothing against the club. LFC FIFA for life. What's good? Damn, everybody wants to play. You guys don't want to talk about all the news that's coming through about Chiesa. You would rather play football bingo right now, you guys. What a freaking bargain. Come on, bro. I don't know. Like I said, I think the main priority is going to be slowly integrating him into the team. And that's what I freaking love. We're not going to depend on him. And to also make sure that he stays fit. I'll bet you the fitness department is going to be, doing all sorts of tests and working really hard to keep him fit. Because like I said, I think there's no doubt about his ability. There's no doubt about his talent. He has so much experience already and he's 26. If we keep him fit, guys, he can be that X Factor player for us. No doubt about it. Absolutely no doubt. We got the same price. We got Chiesa for the same price as we signed Fabio Borini too, 12 years ago. Oh, maybe Morton. Wait, I want to see something. Nah, Deliora, right now he's on the plane over to Liverpool from Turin. So he hasn't landed in Liverpool yet, but once he does, yeah, he's going to go straight to our AXA training ground and he's going to be passing his medical, so he hasn't done that yet. And apparently, Liverpool have rejected an approach from Bayer Leverkusen for midfielder Tyler Morton. That's from a reliable source in Chris Bascombe. So, it'll be interesting to see as well. Maybe if we don't find that 6, maybe it ends up happening that we let Bajcetic out on loan so that he can get minutes week in, week out as he returns from that injury, and we end up keeping Tyler Morton as that squad player. And he's obviously someone that did get a lot of minutes last season for Hull City and everything. So I wouldn't be surprised about that either. If he ends up staying, if we can't find in the next few days someone that can be more of that defensive midfielder for us. But man, this is about to be crazy busy few days right now for us, guys. We're the 28th of August right now, and the window closes this Saturday, and apparently we're still trying to sign 1 to 2 players. So imagine how freaking busy that's going to be. Oh my lord. FRXST, thank you very much for joining the community support. I want those W's in the chat. How do you think Benacer? I think he would be great, but from what I've heard, Benacer would cost over 15 million euros because AC Milan would not sell him unless a team triggered his release clause. So, yeah, I don't think that would happen just because of how expensive the price tag is, and he doesn't seem like he's like Zubi, where we're willing to spend all the money because we wanted to go all in for one player. But Hincapi, from what I've heard, Claudio, I would love him from Leverkusen, but again, do Leverkusen want to let him go? I don't think so. You know, especially with a few days left in the window. So we'll have to see. They've already sold the center back. I think yesterday Leverkusen sold one of their center backs. So I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that one is going to happen with the amount of time left. And no, Kostas, it looks like is going to be staying. I know there were rumors of him going to Olympiacos, but from what I've heard, that's not happening. Not happening. Oh my god, this is definitely the bargain. Yeah, I saw Kumas not only scored for Stoke yesterday, but he also got an assist. So far, Kumas is starting brilliantly in his loan spell in the championship for Stoke City, where he's gone goals in both of his first games, and he got an assist yesterday against Middlesbrough as well. So huge. Nah, from what I've seen, Crystal Palace wouldn't sell Gehi unless it was for a lot of money. Thank you, Zach, who's been a community support member for 7 months, who says subscribe for Liverpool to get a center back this window. Listen to Zach in the building, guys. Thank you, as always, for the support. And Finn Productions, welcome to the channel. Was good. 12.5. Bro, it's even less Call Me Potato. It's 10.9 million pounds. It's a crazy bargain. I think that's what the next video is going to be about, comparing his price tag to the likes of other players that we've signed. It's a madness. And we don't have numbers on his salary yet, which I think will be pretty high, just because, again, he's an experienced player. But like I said, because we let go of both Joel Matip and Thiago this summer, Thiago, by the way, was on £200,000 a week. It opened up a lot of money in terms of the wage structure at the club. So I think that's one of the other reasons why we could go for this opportunistic signing, even though, again, it's not the player we need the most or the position we need the most, no doubt about that. Joseph says, Leo, I'm going on holiday to Spain in 4 days, but I have to be up at 4 a.m. in the morning because my flight. Well, that's freaking worth it. Joseph, when you have to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning, but it's to go on a holiday to Spain, you will not be complaining. Trust me. I hope you have the best time. I know, I've seen Ronaldo's new channel, bro. It's insane, Ethan. He has over 50 million subscribers already, and it's been a week. And it looks like he's going to be uploading consistently too. So, yeah, to me, I would not be surprised if he broke all records and he became the #1 subscribed to person on YouTube. It really wouldn't surprise me when you consider how big he is on all other social media. Yes, true. Advait says, last summer we got the bargain of the summer in Maka from Brighton, and now we got the the bargain of the summer, getting Chiesa from Juve. Exactly. Alinos, he's extremely versatile. He can play, like I said, he's played most of his games on the right-hand side. That's why I think he'll be a natural backup to Salah initially. And then who knows, if he goes on to be incredible, he could end up being a starter. But yeah, I think he'll be more of a naturally backup right back to Salah on the right-hand side. But like I said, he's literally played striker before, deep lying striker, and he's played on the left-hand side. So he can play in all three of those positions. And that's not something any of our other attackers can do. Let's be honest. Jota maybe is the closest because I think he's very good on the left-hand side. He's played on the right too, and he's good down the middle. But I think almost no one can be as versatile as Chiesa in terms of playing in all three positions. The most sub channel in the world, Jack Parker, is Mr. Beast. And I forget how many he has, but I think he could overtake him. I think it's possible. I think it's possible. Let's have a look. Okay, Paul Joyce said the exact price is 10 million plus 2.5 million in add-ons. He's on his way to Liverpool right now. Guys, that's so cheap. That's 10 million pounds up front, and then it's 2.5 million in add-on. So it could end up being 12.5 million pounds. But geez. Look, David Ornstein is saying it too. Liverpool reached full agreement for proposed signing of Federico Chiesa from Juve. The fee LFC pay to Juve is 10 million pounds plus 2.5 million in add-ons, based primarily on team performance. 26-year-old is traveling for medical right now ahead of transferring on a 4-year contract. Come on, guys. That's freaking unreal. Nah, I see the rumors for Ryan Cherky as well, but no chance in my opinion that happens. We're not going to sign another freaking winger right now. Are you kidding? Jack Parker, thank you very much for the super chat, who says, here we go, Leo. Come on. That is such a good deal. My God. And a lot of sources I'm seeing is that time isn't on our side, but business isn't finished after Chiesa, and we're trying to get other deals done, guys. We're trying to get other deals done. Is that Ibu Konate, Joseph? It's hard for me to see. It's Ibu Konate winning the FA Cup, right? It's crazy too that we sold Bobby Clark for the exact same price that we're signing Chiesa. Because now it's officially confirmed by Paul Joyce, the most reliable around Liverpool, who said it's 10 million pounds up front. And that's exactly what we sold Bobby Clark for to RB Salzburg. And like I said, there's 2.5 million in add-ons, but still it's madness, depending on how we perform as a team, apparently. What's his number? I think there's a good chance he wears the number 14. But what do you guys think? I don't think he could make an appearance off the bench against United, but I don't think so. Just because we're already going to have both Gakpo and Darwin as attacking options on the bench, I don't think we'll immediately bring on Chiesa. I could be wrong, but given the attacking depth we have now, we have like the best attacking depth in the world. I think there's no doubting that anymore. Yeah, it's a madness. It's absolutely crazy. $14 or $22? What would you guys go for? What do you mean Ronaldo is streaming? Is he actually live on YouTube right now? There's no way. Oh, no. It's just a video that's being uploaded. It's a video that's being premiered. You guys know videos can be premiered, so it's not actually live. Like this was pre-filmed and everything. It was pre-filmed, but it's being put out right now. That's the difference. Number 19 or 17. Mota wanted a younger team now. He's not even old, bro. 14? I think 14. I would say 14. Omar, what's good? This is your dream signing. Let's freaking go, bro. Yeah, it is confirmed. The Here We Go has come already. He's on the plane right now from Turin to Liverpool as we speak. Mumsy says people are donating to him even though he's not actually live. It's a video that's premiering. You can do that on YouTube. How old is Chiesa? He's 26, turning 27 in October. And I think he's going to wear the number 14. What do you guys think? Yeah, my prediction is that he'll wear number 14. But we won't know that until obviously the Liverpool announcement. We won't know that until then. Yeah, I mean, the only player I can remember Liverpool, the only player I could imagine that I can remember failing a medical was Fekir. Remember when we were trying to get him from Lyon? That's the only one, and that was like 6 years ago. So, by the way, James Pierce says the arrival of Federico Chiesa from Juve won't lead to any senior attackers leaving before the deadline day. So that means we're going to have 6 frontline attackers in Diaz, Jota, Salah, Gakpo, Nunez, and now Chiesa. That's actually insane. Imagine that depth in the attack. That's so crazy. So we've basically swapped Bobby Clark for Chiesa. And we got almost that price from Solanke moving to Spurs, bro. That business is actually insane when you think about it. Florentino Luis, Claudia, the thing is, Benfica already sold a big player this summer in João Neves to PSG, right? So I don't see them wanting to sell another major talent like that this summer. I just don't see that happening. I really don't see it. Yeah, and what I love about Chiesa too is from what I've watched, he's that player that's just gonna press a ton as well. He's gonna press for the team and work really hard, and that you love to see too. Is he going to be ready to play? Like I said, I think maybe he'll be on the bench for the United game, but I just don't see why or how he would get used having trained maybe once or twice. And given that we'll have both Darwin and Gakpo on the bench, so we're already going to have attacking firepower on the bench, I don't see us rushing him back when we don't need to, or rushing him to play when we don't need to, if that makes sense. You know? Yup, it's a done deal. Guys, I'm going to need to do a video, Darwin, on the rumors of Darwin to... It's just the worst. So many of you seem to be asking about Darwin to Arsenal, and it's such crap. It's such a crap source that I can't believe you guys are even considering it. I guess I have to make a video on that. Who do you think he's going to debut against? I think it's going to be the game after United. So let's have a look. I think his debut will come at Anfield against Forest on the 14th of September. Because like I said, we really don't need to rush him. Let's say, for example, we were really struggling in the compartment and we needed a player to start right away. I could see that happening. But like I said, we're going to have both Gakpo and Darwin on the bench against United. And so I just don't see it. I don't see him playing against United. And but against Forest at home at Anfield, I could see him making his debut off the bench. That definitely. He's more of a right winger, Liverpool FC. That's where he's played the majority of his games, has been either a right wing or right midfielder. No Robin Banks, no bingo today because there's just too much to talk about with this Chiesa news. And then it looks like there's going to be a lot of other transfer news and stuff happening. So, yeah, we're going to see. Yo, Earthball, nice to see you in the building too. Come on, Chiesa. Yeah, bro, it's a big signing. Nah, go 12. I guess I'll make a video on that because, well, right now he's number 7 for Juve, but obviously Lucho wears the number 7 for us. So my prediction is he'll get the number 14 if I had to predict. In the span of 2 days, we've equalized the same amount of signings as Arsenal and Man City. Me too, Joseph. I'm going to be getting it. I'm going to be getting it. Are you as well? Because he plays... It's as initially as a squad player, you know, and if he surprises us all and Chiesa is that good that he has to start, I don't think that's a bad thing whatsoever. I think that's only a positive, really. Because he has proven in the past that he can be that good where he's a player that could start for any team in the world, you know? But it's all about, can he stay fit and can he stay consistent? People are saying they're going to eat Italian today now. Some pasta, some pizza to celebrate this news. We don't know what Chiesa's wage is just yet. My prediction is it'll be somewhere between 80 to 120,000 a week. That's my prediction, personally. But we'll have to see. Yo, Gwaza, nice to see you back in the building. You must be hyped that a Georgian player officially signed for Liverpool yesterday. It was announced by the club and everything that Mamadashvili will join Liverpool. And well, he's already a Liverpool player, technically speaking, because he signed the contracts, but he'll actually join the squad in July of 2025, next summer. Yeah, and I do think that means Kelleher is going to leave next summer as well. Definitely not within the last few days of this window, unless a crazy bid comes in, which I don't think will happen. But yeah, after that. RT, I'm actually going to make a video on Milner, but on Friday or Saturday ahead of the United game. Isa, because he didn't actually travel to Liverpool. I'm pretty sure Mamadashvili, yeah, he passed his medical in Spain, and I think, yeah, he just stayed in Valencia. So I don't even think he's traveled to Liverpool. So I don't think there's going to be like all the player announcement videos and stuff like that, but I could be wrong. Let's see. Footy FC says, as an Irishman, I really want Kelleher to be a number 1 at a top club. Well, I think he deserves it, you know, and at Liverpool, it doesn't look like he's going to become number 1. So it would be for the best of his career if he left, even though I know he's loved by all Liverpool fans. Yep. For me, Earthball, that's what I've been saying. People misunderstood that, and for me, he will be that natural backup at right wing on that right-hand side. That's the reason why I think we ended up going for it, because we don't have that. Yes, Luis loves Liverpool. Of course, I remember you. MP27. Do you think you really need him at Barca though? I feel like you're stacked in the attacking options. I think you probably what you need is more of a six, right? That's what it seems like. Yes, Joseph vibes, but right now we're still a fair few members away from being able to add more. You know. Thank you, GMA76. Curtis. It looks like Curtis may have picked up a slight knock. That's why he wasn't in the squad. Apparently, he's going to be wearing the 14, number 14. Guys, that's what the rumors are saying now on Twitter. From some people that I trust. Which, again, I'm not surprised. That does not surprise me, you guys. What do you think? Would you be happy if you wore number 14? Who's the last player to wear number 14? Wasn't it Hendo? I'm pretty sure Hendo is the last player to wear 14 for us. Nah, if you talk, bro, I've been speaking to some Juve fans since the news broke out, and from what I've heard, a lot of Juve fans wanted him to stay and wanted him to get a chance. But it seems like with the new manager, Thiago Motta, seems like a top manager to be fair, doesn't want him to be around within this system and wants a younger team. And like I said, it's also like they needed that new contract. They would have had to figure out his contract situation, which probably wasn't easy, you know? So I think there were like 3, 4 reasons why he didn't end up staying at Juve. And like I said, this is the definition of an opportunistic signing, in my opinion. He's 26, Ben. Nah, Zayn on YouTube. $14 is perfect for Chiesa. Now for me, Footy Joe, because Joe Gomez, it looks like he's staying, I would rather go for a center defensive mid. If I could choose Liverpool to make one more signing this window, for me, it would be a center defensive mid. People are saying sign a defensive mid and sign a center back, and we're winning the quadruple. Now we need to calm down. Now we need to calm down. Here we freaking go. Let's go. I'm so excited right now. I am so excited. But nah, you guys are asking about Ryan Cherky. I really don't see that one happening. No chance, in my opinion, that happens. Me too. Hankapi, yeah, bro, from Leverkusen, I agree, would be a great signing. But like I said, there's only a few days left in the window, and Leverkusen just sold a center back the other day. I don't think they'll sell another. Definitely not, especially like they just wouldn't have time to replace him. Claudio, I think now Joe Gomez will end up staying. Yeah, I do think so. And that's why for me a defensive mid is what I would want more. Ty the Madfoot King was good, my guy. Oh yes, thank you very much for your super chat. I saw it. And what's your profile picture? Ronaldo. Ronaldo, who was one of the goats of football, and now he's gonna become the goat of YouTube as well. He's just conquering one thing after another. And if he stays active, like I said, on YouTube, I really think he could become the most subscribed to person on the platform. I agree, just Henry. But when an opportunity like this arises and the player wants to move, and Chiesa, like you see from this quote, looks so excited to join Liverpool, I think it was just a no-brainer. We had to do it. Less than 3 days, bro. The rumors started coming on Monday, and we've sealed the deal by Wednesday morning. That's like less than 2 days we were able to get this done, which fair play. Yes, Skittle will be live for the UCL draw tomorrow too. I'm so hyped, guys. Tomorrow there will be another live stream, and that will be for the Champions League draw. It's going to be massive. And remember, it's not going to be group stages anymore. So we're going to play a number of teams just once. And I'm hoping, obviously, tonight Lille plays, my team in France. And Lille plays against Slavia Prague. They have a 2-0 aggregate advantage. So hopefully Lille goes through. And then the dream would be for Liverpool to get Lille in the Champions League. Imagine. That would be insane. That would be so insane. And that draw is tomorrow, guys. The Scouser Spud, it's exactly £10 million plus £2.5 million in add-ons. That's the price, as Paul Joyce reported it. Bro, he's so cheap because he had 1 year left on his contract. 1 year left of his contract. Nah, Punker TV, but you can't compare the two. You can't compare the two. And the only way you're going to enjoy this new era of Liverpool is if you stop thinking about Klopp, you know? You have to stop thinking about Klopp or comparing the two because they're just going to be different, you know what I mean? Slot is never going to be as charismatic as Klopp, and he's just going to have other qualities, you know what I mean? He's going to have other qualities that could mean we even win more trophies, or it could, you know, it's going to be different. And in life in general, I think often when you've seen of one thing, it's good to change it up. That's just how life is, you know? And I know I'm still very young, and I think a lot of us in the building are very young, but I think it's something in general in life that you know, sometimes change feels uncomfortable, but it's actually for the best. And I think that's what could happen with Slot coming in, because he really looks like he's the right successor. Obviously, it's too early to tell, but I know Footy Joe. I know Footy Joe. AK. He's from Italia. He's from Genoa, I think. And I think Genoa is where pesto originated from as well. So maybe tonight, guys, we should be having pasta al pesto. I don't know, just Henry. Like I said, I think Darwin and Gakpo will already be on the bench. So I don't see him being introduced so quickly. But who knows? Who knows? He'll definitely be registered in time if he passes his medical. No doubt about that. But I just don't see it happening so quick. I think his debut would come against Forest at Anfield, which is after, I guess, this short break. That's going to be on the 14th of September. Exactly. Beef says comparison is the thief of joy. It's just like if we keep thinking about Klopp and how things were like under Klopp in the past, we're all going to be we're not going to be able to enjoy ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, we have to just be thankful. And again, I don't think it's bad to reflect on the Klopp days and think about how magical they were. But at the same time, anytime we compare, I don't think that is helpful in any way, shape, or form. And it really makes things it makes it more difficult to appreciate, I think. And I think it's something, again, in life in general, like comparing yourself to others is never ever a good thing. I know it's a natural thing that we human beings do, but I don't think it's useful whatsoever in any way, shape, or form. But all right, guys, that is going to be the end for this stream. You know, it was just to hop on and, and see how everybody was feeling after the Here We Go around Chiesa. Man, what a big signing. To think we got him for £10 million, the same price we signed Bobby Clark. It's mad. But yeah, guys, right now, I'm going to be making some more videos for you guys. This is going to be an intense days of news. I can already tell. It started from this morning where it looked like it already, the signs were there that the Chiesa deal would be done today. But it came earlier than I expected, which is good in a way, because now, you know, we can keep researching about him and get ready. But like I said, guys, there will be another stream tomorrow. I'm so excited for that one. There's going to be the Champions League draw. We're going to be live so that we can react and see who we get in the Champions League next season. Like I said, it's not going to be the group stages anymore now. It's going to be you play one team once, and then and then there's going to be like one big table for all the teams. And I forget, if you finish like in the top 10 or something, you go through right away to the next round. And then the other teams in the middle pack of the table are going to be going to playoffs to try to make it to the next round. So that's the way it's going to be, because I tested it on Football Manager actually, and I really liked it. Look, Zanark is saying, as a Juve fan, I wanted him to stay, but congratulations to Liverpool. Thank you, Zanark Ultra. You know we'll take good care of him. We'll take good care of him. We Liverpool fans really support our players, so you best believe. But yeah, guys, so I'll see you tomorrow. Get in, everybody. What a historical day, and it's a day we'll remember, and hopefully Chiesa will go on to be and get back to his best self, because we know if he can be one of the best wingers in the world. You know, he's proven that in the biggest tournaments. You know, there's a reason why he earned that move to Juve, and yeah, man, what a player. I actually got to see him live once. I lived in Florence for 4 months, and I think he was like 21 at that time. And during that time I lived in Florence, I went to watch Fiorentina once, and man, Chiesa was by far the best player. Chiesa was just the star, and I knew he would earn a move to a big club. And then I think a season or two later, he got that big move to Juve. So yeah, I got to be honest, I didn't think then that he would join Liverpool, but I'm all for it. I'm all for it. But yeah, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have